Yo, what is up, guys? This is the Brick Joe here, and today I just want to talk about sort of an interesting topic that with the announcement of the release of the Lego Star Wars minifigure packs or accessory packs, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of uproar going on with the release of the $20 battle packs, right? Increasing the price from $15 to $20. But I think with the announcement or release of these minifigure packs, I think the pricing strategy of Lego has just really kind of come to fruition. There's a lot of speculation as to why they increased to 20. Some of it I think attributes to inflation. Some of it I think also just attributes to maybe their again, just greed, their ability to price it at $20 for the people who are looking to essentially be an army builder. And a lot of people doing that, right, are going to be adults, fans of Lego and things like that. So I think those were also factors, but I think with the announcement of this, to me, it mostly comes down to the pricing strategy behind Lego Star Wars at the $10 to $20 range. So let's just put this into context, right? So we have the microfighters at $10, and then we had battle packs, for example, at $15. A good example of that is like the Mandalorian battle pack that was very readily available. It was even on sale, honestly, for like less than $15 a lot. Whereas microfighters sit at $10. Microfighters, one minifigure, small build. In comparison, right, a battle pack at the $15 range with the Mandalorian one. For minifigures, honestly, a pretty decent build in that one as well. I would say similar to the microfighter size. So essentially, you're getting about 3 more minifigures, I would say, for $5 more. Now, to me, it just never made sense to get the microfighter when you could pick up those battle packs for $15. And I know it's different. It's a different product, right? Like a battle pack, a lot of times are people looking to army build and things like that. These microfighters are just, they serve a different purpose. But when you consider just the casual Lego buyer, if you consider the parent walking in the store, really need something for their kid, if you see a microfighter there in much smaller packaging with one minifigure versus a battle pack with, in my opinion, just more sizable packaging, it just feels like you're getting more, which you are, with 4 minifigures and maybe 2 little builds in comparison to one, even though maybe the piece count is probably fairly similar. I just never really understood the microfighter at that $10 price range unless you're a collector of microfighters. And I think, although we don't know this for sure, I think in general, my guess would be that the microfighters struggled to sell in comparison to, say, like a battle pack. I think the microfighters still did pretty well because it's Lego Star Wars. It's a low price point of entry and things like that. But I think in general, they were getting a lot of their sales sort of poached from people buying battle packs for $15, parents looking at the battle pack for $15 and saying that that's just a much better value in comparison to the $10 microfighter. Okay, right? And so then now we get these minifigure packs for $15. Okay, so now we get 3 minifigures instead of 4, which were included in the battle packs. And we get a bit of a smaller build, right? Just piece-wise, a little bit smaller, not substantially, but one less minifigure, right, for $15 now. Okay, well, since the standard battle packs are $20 and they come with 4 with a little bit more of a build, you can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? Like it just did not make sense for Lego to have a battle pack at $15 and microfighters at $10, and I think over time they realized that they were just basically killing themselves with the microfighters because of the price points that they had made for that. And so I think this is sort of the start of maybe a better strategy for Lego as far as pricing for them. I wouldn't say for the consumers, for them, as far as pricing. For these sets focused on minifigures and not necessarily builds and things like that. So I think really that's what it came down to, right? They knew, and part of it could have come down to the fact that they knew they wanted to have these minifigure accessory packs and things like that. And what are you going to do? I mean, if one's 15 and one's 10, there's no way they're dropping the price of the microfighter. That just, from a business standpoint, just makes no sense. And then what are they going to price this at 12, 13? Well, the battle pack sits at 15. There's just no chance they do that. It's just, at that price difference, it just doesn't make any sense. So I think their only other option with wanting to release these accessory minifigure packs, the only other option they had was to increase the price of the battle pack. And, as consumers, we kind of have to eat that. But I guess I don't know. I don't know how I feel about, in general, the price increase or these minifigure accessory packs in general. I think a lot of people are excited about them, but in my opinion, it's just like, well, we did have battle packs at 15, and these are less intriguing in my opinion than battle packs, and now they're 20. So I feel like almost the first move of bringing the battle pack price to 20 was like, oh, that's really bad. And all of a sudden they come in and say, oh wait, we're replacing this with a $15 price point, and everybody's all excited. And obviously that's a lot to do with the Phase 2 clones and whatnot. But I feel like when we look at the context as a whole, we were getting 4 minifigures for $15 and a little bit bigger build. Now we're getting 3 minifigures for $15 and a little bit less of a build. So again, everybody's gonna have their opinions on that, but I do think that that's a little bit tough pill to swallow as far as consumers. Now, what is also interesting too is that the fact that we have these dual sets for 20. Now, I do think they serve just a much different purpose, but again, we start getting to the point where with the battle pack at 20 as well, and these more sizable builds, more just in general, like I said, box size, things like that, for 20 with much more, obviously less minifigures, but very honestly, recognizable characters that people want and things like that. Again, obviously serve a much different purpose for collectors and things like that, like battle packs. Are just not really in the same range as this, for army builders and whatnot. But for the casual buyer, I do think now all of a sudden these start kind of stepping on the toes of the battle packs, and battle packs start stepping on the toes of this. So I do think it'll be interesting to see what the price of these dual sets, what happens with them. Will they move it up to 25 and include a little bit more? I think that could be a very reasonable option for them to take. Again, not for the consumer, not being a great option, but I do think for LEGO, they're trying to sort of figure out, I think, that lower end Star Wars sort of price strategy. And in doing that, we're kind of in this awkward, I think, sort of stage. We're kind of getting over it now. But I do think even with still the 501st Battle Pack out at $30, I mean, just such a much better value in my opinion than the $20 Battle Packs. Again, we're kind of in this awkward stage. I think once some of these sets start rolling into retirement and things like that, they can kind of reevaluate some of those things. But for right now, we're kind of left in this, I would say, a little awkward stage. But like I said, sort of smoothing out from that $10 to $15 to $20 range. I think that's, from their standpoint, is what they've been looking to do, and it seems like now that it's sort of coming to fruition. But yeah, that's sort of my overall thoughts, right? Like a lot of people were thinking, what's the deal with this $20 battle packs? And a lot of suggestions thrown out, like inflation and just overall, demand from adult consumers willing to pay the $20. All of which I think are valid, but I do think the main driver here is just an overall pricing strategy from LEGO in order to not really poach any of their sales from sets that are really close in price, but maybe just don't really make sense to have only $5 apart from a microfighter to battle pack. I think that's really the main driver here. So guys, that's sort of my thoughts on the overall, release of these minifigure packs, the $20 battle packs, just sort of an overall sort of in context overall thoughts of that and why LEGO's doing that. But if you guys have any other opinions or want to share your comments below, I'd be happy to hear those. But yeah, if you guys are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, this is the Brick Duo signing off.